Welcome back to the training. And I can assume most of you are probably feeling what I felt the first time, which is those butterflies in the stomach, and you go, oh shoot, I'm freaking out. They actually responded, and I have an appointment coming up. No stress. This course is going to go over the entire process and getting to that discovery call and getting that business listed. Now, before we go into the discovery call and what this training specifically is about, I want to go over the entire transaction and really give you a kind of a 50,000 foot view of what it's going to look like. So when you do go into that discovery, you'll be able to really take that business owner through the journey of what's about to happen next. So we're going to first break this down by the players that are involved in the actual discovery meeting and overall business transaction. So of course, there's you. There's the obvious business owner. There's the key players within the business that are going to be assisting you through the transaction. For example, this could be an owner that has a husband or a wife that's very much involved in the business. Business partners, for example, that can be involved in this transaction. So those are the obvious ones. Now, behind the scenes, you're going to have more players, such as the transaction coordinators through the legal firms that you partner with. You're going to possibly have another broker that's involved with you that helps you get through this transaction if you co-broker. You might have a photographer, some sort of marketing arm within your business. And there's other players that you might see, I would call them kind of really your sub-players. These are really the people that are behind the scenes that work within the state and the governments to help you transact, help you set up LLC formations and things like that. So those are your key players. Now let's talk about the key timeline and the marks that really are going to hit within this transaction. So you're of course going to go to this discovery call. But step 2 is going to be locking down the seller's agreement to where you can represent that business owner and be able to have a successful transaction. So you need to get that done. Step 2, you're going to be able to list your actual business. All right, and that goes, we'll have more stuff on that in the courses that are upcoming. Step 3 is going to be field calls from potential buyers and qualify them. That's step 3. Step 4 is going to be taking those buyers and putting together a purchase agreement, essentially an offer to your seller. All right. Step 5 is going to be working through the legal and due diligence part of the actual transaction. And that sounds like a lot, but really this is where you're basically going behind the scenes with the current buyer and the current seller and really seeing the details of the business to where everybody feels good about what they're purchasing. Step 6 is going to be you working with the legal teams to transact this business, okay? And finally, step 7, and it's the most rewarding day, is really owning the closing day and having fun. This is where the champagne bottles will be popping and we'll be having a lot of fun because you're really helping somebody begin or end that chapter of their life and really going through it. So let's get through the discovery call now. This is, again, probably the most rewarding part, in my opinion, besides the end when everything happens and transacts, is the actual discovery call where you go in person and you walk through that front door. Now, it's okay, and I want to make this point a lot throughout this training, to not worry about knowing about everything in a business. You will walk into restaurants, you will walk into moving companies, and you have no idea how that business works. That's not the point. Your point here in this discovery meeting is to simply interact, with the actual business owner and really set up a personal relationship to where they can trust you to represent their business. Again, 20 years, 30 years of owning a business, and you are going to be the face of their business. It starts with trust. So you walk through the doors, you go in and you simply shake the hands and you say, hi, I'm Corey. I'm here to talk about listing your business. And we'll go into that more details through these courses. Now, we've just broken down the 7 steps of the entire transaction and taking the seller through the journey of what they're about to go through. But now you just walk through the front door and you shook the hand of the potential seller. And now it's time to have your discovery appointment. So let's dive into that. I'll see you on the next course.